dry and wet officers. We have as follows requirements: total 40 positions, 40, and this is Chief Engineer Balka, Singapore flag, Captain Balka, Singapore. These are the dry. Then Captain Balka, Marshall Islands, Chief Engineer Balka, all these Marshall Islands, the next ones. Second Engineer Balka, Chief Engineer Balka, Second Engineer Balka, Second Engineer Balka, Chief Officer Balka, Master Container, Chief Engineer Container, Chief Officer Balka, Master Balka, Chief Engineer Container, Second Engineer Container. These next ones are Liberia, Chief Engineer Balka, Second Engineer Balka, Marshall. Next ones, Second Engineer Container, Chief Engineer Balka. Now let's get wet. We have Chief Officer Oil Tanker, Marshall Island. Then Singapore Chemical Tanker, Chief Officer, and also Singapore Second Engineer Chemical Tanker. Then Liberia Chief Officer Chemical Tanker. Now oil tankers. We have, these are Marshall Islands. Second Engineer, Chief Engineer, Second Engineer, Chief Engineer, Second Engineer, Second Engineer, Captain, Chief Officer. Yeah, the total is around, let's say, 30. Of course, these positions are for the day before yesterday. And then let me give you a rough example of the wages that Candina is now negotiating on board these ships. This is a whole new project in Candina, just one of them. Very important that this Singapore, Marshall, Liberia are endorsed, and of course many countries, I recall, have been endorsed by those flags, but then others like Singapore have little issues that the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years they have not really adapted to themselves, disrupted to new countries. It's about time, please. It could be thanked by all of you. Enough hard times we have with this virus, 250 countries, now to have 250 flags, just endorsing one officer. Come on. Let's not us be the virus. Then, now these are the wages, either chemical or dry. The wet are the same, perhaps in the tanker little less, but roughly let me just express that it is wet, dry. So I will go from the master, the officers now. Master 14,000 wet dollars, dry 9,000. Chief officer 10,500 wet, dry 7,000. Second officer 5,400 wet, dry 4,200. Third officer 4,100 wet, dry 3,500. Chief engineer 12,500 wet, dry 8,600. Second engineer 10,200 wet, dry 7,000. Third engineer 5,400 wet, dry 4,200, and fourth engineer 4,100, and that's wet and dry 3,500. Please apply now. If you know any officers in standby willing to go for a huge company that Candina is supplying officers for, please apply now in Candina. There is a video about the application. You can like and subscribe to this channel because we will be posting new opportunities. And of course, I think tomorrow I'm making another video of a new company also in these sectors. I think it's more wet than dry, and I think it's more in the chemical than containers. But I think that afterwards there is another one of containers because there is a huge shortage that was arriving here. All these excuses of COVID, of visas, of travel, of excuses, of endorsements, of flags. This is something that we had here, shortage of top officers. According International Chamber of Shipping, there is going to be 4 sectors that I mentioned in many videos before. So please go and enjoy them. Like, subscribe. Thank you. Look forward to having your CV application. Invest in yourself, my friend. Big water. Bye. Thank you.